My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Renowned Explorers, specifically the Emperor's Challenge. I want to play with Wang Yu as the captain, so I've chosen Wang Yu, and I've tried to draft out a little bit of a run in my mind before we go out here. So, we've got Wang Yu. Once you've acquired 5 encounter on an expedition, +2 study and +2 collect whenever Yu succeeds on the adventure wheel. So I'm thinking, if Yu needs to succeed on the adventure wheel, and if I can't really stack a lot of science things on Yu, because obviously we're going to be at a disadvantage giving him science things over giving a scientist science things, then I probably am going to want Yu to have tools to assist him in doing those roles, and obviously I'm going to need to accelerate the rate at which we get encounter tokens. So how do you get tools and accelerate the rate at which you get encounter tokens? You need study, you need research, you need to go down the line of anthropology. The second in that will get you a tool, and down the line of engineering. The first in that will get you another tool. So that's a cool way to kind of diversify Wang Yu, his ability to roll the adventure wheel and get these bonuses. Outside of that, he has a campfire story that has a strong effect on the crew, but gives you +2 encounter at the end of an expedition for each level of rivalry in your crew. So I've given him the only other 2 characters that I can specifically remember having rivalries in their story. Harry Walker has a rivalry if he makes a connection with someone through his story, orphan child, and then doesn't own up to his faults. They have a disconnect then. And Anna also can be really, really cruel to someone through the course of Campfire Story, Professor Proskuriakova, including zapping them with a fucking taser, and of course that makes a rivalry in the crew. So I'm basically just trying to go super hardcore on Explorer Showdown, and slightly to the side, test out if I can actually get on a roll. This is not going to be a really, really strong focused build, because I want to get on a roll going. I want to get Explorer Showdown going, so I definitely want Professor Proskuriakova and Orphan Child going. I also want to stack a bunch of journalists because I'm going to be getting all of these encounter tokens. I'm also going to want to stack a lot of traders because I'm getting all these encounter tokens, right? And I want to stack encounter tokens because I'm going to be going into anthropology because I'm going to go research. Like, it's too much. Let's see if it works. So I think I'm going to start on Celtic Code. A large amount of the reason for this is because it will give me an ability to pick up a science perk early that I can just put on Wang to kind of try and diversify his build, again, so that he can succeed more roles later. But on top of that, it'll give us the science so that when I end up after the second expedition, I can just research the entire anthropology tree and start researching the engineering tree, because those are the only 2 trees I'll really need. But I want to get them as early as possible because there's a lot of supply lack that I'm going to have to deal with on the 3rd expedition, which is almost certainly going to be Mali. Let's go! Classic rather, difficulty as per the usual. God, my voice is weak today. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I sang for 3 hours straight. Not for any particular reason. I just like singing. Beautiful. Immediately go across. Keeper of the Grove. Skull of Sanonos is, if you resolve this, devious, if I recall correctly. I'm going to quickly double check that one. Skull of Sanonos. Devious will award the Skull of Sanonos. Yep. Yeah, that's the one that we're definitely going to want. Even though we get better results from the other one, we want the devious resolution here. That is to say, we get better initial results. Enrage, Terrified. They are weak to Terrify, so you can come down here and probably Terrify for not a kill at all because you're weak as shit and I hate you. Thankfully, Harry actually has amazing speech to start out with, so he was kind of close to taking that one out. We've got the extra grit, but that's not going to be huge for us, unfortunately. You take care of this one. You can move up and take this one out. He's pretty protective. We need to gain his trust. Yeah, but what if I just, like, terrified him and he did no damage? Let's have a look. If I went all in on this guy, I could get pretty close. Especially since Wang Yu is now blocking the Brown Wolf from coming into the rest of the battle. I'm completely fine with doing this, because the only person that will be able to hit Harry Walker will be Wolf Druid. So as long as I hit, finally, with Terrify, I can probably stop any death from occurring. That's, of course, if that's necessary, and it isn't. Feel the curse of Xeranonos! Your current highest level archaeologist gains +2 campaign and +2 study on archaeology spins. Not an archaeologist. Not an archaeologist. Not an archaeologist. I'll take that. And then we'll try and make Wang Yu into an archaeologist. That would be really, really effective, actually, making him into an archaeologist, because that's actually a quite common role. Please give me something worth... Yikes. Yeah, I have to go Orphan Child first. All of the buffs should just go on Wang Yu. So they're initially going to be friendly, but it's not going to last. He sure is funny. Weird, colorful stone. Alrighty then. Another weird, colorful stone. Investigate the stone. We still don't have 5 encounter tokens, so there's no reason for me to roll... Do you want Tinkerer? Hang on. No, you can learn Tinkerer by base. And there's more engineering roles than there are tactician roles, although there are a few tactician roles. I was kind of thinking of maybe getting Anna Proskuriakova to pick up the levels of engineering and then use Professor Proskuriakova to teach them to Wang Yu. Okay, a passion for biology. This can be taught to Wang Yu. Although, you know, definitely would be better on Anna. Obviously, I want to put it on Wang Yu just to try and get him the diversity. I just want him to roll absolutely every attack. Is that so horrible? What do you mean, yes? I should be resolving this one aggressive, so... Let's try and do a solidly... There we go. Now I'm in an aggressive mood. Now I can finish you off. Beautiful. I only went devious in the previous one because it fit the circumstance. Specifically in order to get me the Skull of Sandanos. Bluffing or Beguiler? I'm gonna need Beguiler on you because I'm never gonna put speaking stats on anyone else. Weapons Expert or Tinkerer? Yikes. This is difficult. How do I get so many different things on Wang Yu? It's gonna be rough. What is my second island gonna be? If I need both research and going aggression, especially in an aggression build that can lower armor, I'm definitely going to go to the island, the Caribbean island, so I need a second level of engineer. That's pretty simple then. Alright, let's stand our ground. I might actually be able to get to the second island in the first episode here. Beautiful. Sure, fight Devious. Don't mind if I do. I have no problem fighting Devious when it's called for. Alright. Looks like this was pretty much always going to be taking 2 turns. So I don't feel too bad about it. We broke our opponent's minds. Lovely. Here we will pick up a... I don't know. I mean, because we initially want study, but we can't use study for a while, and there's a lot of study on the Caribbean island. I guess I want secret so that I can go for a bunch of journalists? terrifyingly sad, unfortunately, that we didn't get a student out of that. Because we're never going to be hiring any students, so if we just get free students, we're pretty happy about it. Oh well. Alright. Apparently we have to resolve friendly in this one, so... my pleasure to do so. Should have done that in the opposite faction. Yikes. Can we not have Wang Yu, like, immediately lose a bunch of stats, please? Hang on. Is there any way I'd be able to buff Wang Yu out of the possibility of it dying? Doesn't look like it, actually. I ask because I can go aggressive, but we get the speech defense from that, but then, you know, how do I save myself? Guess it literally has to be this. Then we get the speech defense. He's got enough health that he should survive. Right. Then we need to go all up close and super friendly. See, this is the exact kind of thing that I was worried about. She did her AoE just a second ago. So I'm gonna hold off. Because now I'm locked into aggressive for a super long period. Don't you? Yeah. I'm locked into aggressive for a period of time that is gonna be really difficult to kind of dispel here. And the amount of time that it takes me to get out of that mood is just way too fucking much. Now we're in the pleasant mood. The final hit that we make against the boss is going to be super impactful here, so... yeah, losing one resolve there is not fun. At all. They just managed to new carry. Unfortunately, like... there's very little I think that I could have really done about that. Like, reasonably being considered to be able to do about that. Sea Sapphire, Science, Wealth. See, the thing is, this doesn't even have, like, a core conceit of the run. I want tokens. That is to say, encounter tokens. How do I get encounter tokens? How do I get encounter tokens in this run? It's not Heliodor, it's none of those, not Mantle. So the Sea Sapphire would be +1 study for levels of Archaeologist, Engineer, and Naturalist. Yuck. The Celtic Horned Helmet is extra bonuses from encounter tokens, so we want the Horned Helmet, definitely. So Wealthy and Successful Adventurer. The Baronix Claw would be possibly good for a Devious Resolve, but I'm not going to be Devious Resolves. Wealthy and Successful Adventurer. Thank you. Extra gold from encounter or extra research. That basically puts a study token on every one of my encounter tokens. I want to take that. Because you also get a study token on all of your encounter tokens when you start studying anthropology. We got reasonable treasures. The worst thing that happened there was we lost one resolve. I mean, that's not good, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened to us, possibly. So we definitely want to go as soon as possible. So 10, 20, 35, you know. We probably will have enough to get all 5 of those, and possibly also engineering, as soon as we go into the second mission. Now, it's worth noting, we have a level of Naturalist on you. So if I give him a level of Athlete, we are going to be pretty much set for this island. It would be also quite nice to pick up a compass. Just because there's a few survivalist challenges on this island that I'd really like to be able to complete. 50... okay, if I sold this... and 21 on top of that, that's not gonna work. And then this... and then these... I can get the compass on Harry. And that should be good enough. This will give Wang Yu the ability to roll a hell of a lot next island, but it's not going to matter at all. At all. Full stop? No, it's not going to matter at all if we don't have extra encounter tokens when we resolve. How are we going to get those encounter tokens? We can get encounter tokens when we resolve from the portrait of the monkey, I believe. Journalist is 60. So 200 after that. I can take Amelie and then I can upgrade. That's about it. It's not horrible. I could also do 60, 50. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And Amelie the Decorated. And then we just go mass aggression in the next area. Which of these tokens are the best for us? Like, almost certainly this one, just because it has a encounter token in it. 20 to 30 status versus 11 to 17 status, 4 to 6. So that's basically 1 status token, 1 study token, and 2 gold tokens. Yeah, it's the best result we're going to get here. We had insight overflow, so we had to do that, by the way. All right. Yeah, let's go to the second island. Let's do it. The Unknown Expedition. If we manage to, pick up... Whew, baby. We do need to go to every battle. Like, every battle as soon as we possibly can, because they're going to be 2 encounter tokens at the very least. Like, this one is going to be 2 encounter tokens for free. That's right, money for nothing and your chicks for free. Yeah, I know it's kicks for free. Don't worry. That's not gonna work. Man, none of those are really good options. Guess I just attack each of them and then try and shoot through. Gotta remove as many of them as possible as quickly as possible. Got him. Alrighty then. See, because I want to diversify his abilities, this lends itself to being a... please have an encounter token available for an aggressive resolve. Please, 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 please. Dang it. Our speech defense is okay here, but I still probably don't want to try and nuke them all. Unless I can entirely nuke this top side, I don't want to do it. Can I? I can nuke a lot of it. Alright, let's do it. Beautiful. So we're gonna have 4 encounter tokens already. That's pretty freaking big. I was trying to say something else, but I've distracted myself. Damn. See, this gets you more bonuses, but this is a roll, so it's 2% extra experience, but on top of that, it will add status to our collect token. So I have to do that. Especially this early in the run, it's going to be good. Okay, that's a resolve shot. We want to come back there very, very late, if possible. Come on, you. Well done, buddy. If only we had an encounter token before that started. You needs to be able to roll athlete rolls better. So we'll have him take that. Too much. Too risky. Too risky. It's very rare that I look at a roll and go too risky and then don't roll it, but I believe I could have like pretty much lost the run on that roll. Get him! Just one left. Obviously not the most efficient usage of my abilities, but now that there's only one person left on the map, it doesn't matter. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Go back down, and then 2. Okay. As long as I don't lose any resolve on this island, we're gonna be great. If I lose any resolve at all on this island, we're fucked. I want Explorer Showdown as soon as possible, but I want Professor Prosecutor Kova so I can diversify skills. I'll take Explorer Showdown first. Oops, you seem to have gone a little too far this time. He said that the wannabe, most explorers from the society are nothing but wannabe scrubs. And he doesn't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from him. Harry and Anna try to bring some nuance to his comments, but you blows them all off. Some explorers can't even find the society's toilet. Harry and Anna are getting quite a bit angry at you. How could he be so inconsiderate? This is not how a renowned explorer should behave. Everyone's shocked. You was a bit shocked. It was all in good spirit. He was exaggerating a bit to be funny. The other crew members still think he went a bit too far, and best to leave it at that. One might wonder if you is going to be accepted by the crew. There's 2 levels of rivalry in the crew. Hey, it's Tommy Gunn. Say hello. Unfortunately, I'm very unlikely to be able to win that role. But I can challenge him to a game of strength. And receive some money. Okay. Harry's cheeky spirit doesn't always lead to something positive. Harry wants to steal some of you's ration, but get caught. You looks at him sternly. I can't help it. It's my father's fault for leaving him on the streets. You is very disappointed in Harry. He thought he was a determined person, but this lousy excuse tells him otherwise. You shakes his head. Harry might be likable, but he's still irresponsible. You is left with mixed feelings, and therefore we're going to get an extra level of rivalry in the crew. Exactly what I was looking for. That's not going to work. Someone to find a way through the jungle. That's not going to fucking work. God damn it. Really? $69 versus 59. See, this loses 2 supplies and a resolve. If I lose 2 supplies and a resolve, I lose the mission. I'm gonna have Anna roll it. Though it's a 10% lower chance, it's more important to not lose the resolve. They grow 1 terrified or a study token. 1 more terrified? Lowers the attack of opponents adjacent to Anna. Anna's going to be in the middle of the battle. Lowers their attack. We're typically going to be attacked. Well, I mean, that's going to be conflicting with pure rudeness at the end of the game, right? So, no. I'll go adventure study. Then I go down here. Do this twice. And you can see why this now rests on a razor's edge. Not going to be able to roll that. This is a treasure. I'm not going to be able to roll a risk on it, pretty much. Slips on a banana peel. React to the provocation. Since there is a blue monkey in this one, we're not going to be able to nuke them all down instantly. So we're definitely going to have to go devious as our initial resolve here. Next turn, I'll be able to take out 3 monkeys. That turn, maximum, I could have taken out 2. But, I mean, we have reasonable speech defense, so it's not hugely important that I take them out immediately. I'm going to position her so she heals in between the turns. Beautiful. As soon as we take up those spaces, we should be fine. All of them going on Anna could be a problem. Goodbye, Ron. I tried to walk on a razor's edge and it screwed me, damn it. I even specifically... You know what I should have done? I should have just gone friendly. It would have meant that I would have had to focus on monkeys one at a time, because pretty much, like, Harry could one-shot a monkey with his impress, but that's about it. But it would have given us the speech defense that would have made that pretty much a negligible fight. I 100% should have just gone friendly there. I was obsessed with getting the damage, and... Ugh. Dang it, Ryan, you goddamn moron. I'm gonna try and do that run again in the next episode, because I still want to see what you can get done with the Emperor Showdown ability. And I still think this is the best crew that I can run for it. I just need to manage it a little better. My name is Rhapsody. I have to open a card here. Ooh, raising the bar. Hojo thinks there is a certain way an explorer should be. Is the crew up to his standards? You gain 1 discovery, 1 treasure hunt, or secret whenever you find a treasure, depending on its treasure category. That's fucking awesome. Anyhow, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Renowned Explorers. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next episode.